It's absolutely crazy. The trees in the yard are already turning, and it's only August 26th today. This happened last year too. Luna, are you sitting on your own?
It only took a day or two, but she figured out how to hold herself up with her hands.
I guess next week she'll be walking.
Guess so. An acorn a day keeps the buyers away.
So, our house is not sold. I also don't think that we've given an update in probably the whole month of August. So, we will do a full update.
We had a conditional offer made on our house.
We accepted it, we celebrated, we told everyone. Bunch of rookies. And then they did an inspection, and it's a 40-year-old house. So some things came up.
Nothing crazy. We knew there would be little stuff here and there because that's what an inspector's job is to do.
It was things that we would have been like, that's fine, we'll take the house anyway. But the buyers we had...
very risk averse.
Looking for their forever home, so understandably they walked away, and here we are. So we think we've had close to 20 showings by this point.
At least.
And we need to go. So we've hired a realtor, and they're coming tomorrow to do new photos, and they're going to do all new showings.
Whatever. If they sell the house, they sell the house, you know? And if he gets a cut of the pie, he gets a cut of the pie. We tried for 2.5 months now. But it loomed over everything, and we were always checking our phones to see if we got a call or an email, someone saying, oh, I want to come see the house, and it basically meant that we could never really be far away from home. And look, it's going to sell. It's a great house for a really reasonable price.
Tell the people why you're mopping so sparsely.
It's for the vibes. It's a good smell that the mop leaves, and we're trying to assault our buyers with all of their senses. Both the visual, the olfactory. We have not yet started baking for them, but who knows? Maybe that's the next thing we have to start doing. Come on, Eeyore, let's go have fun.
What'd you find?
A little snack.
The situation is not good. Our house has been listed for 3 months. Autumn is here, and we're just waiting.
Trying desperately to find a buyer for our house, while fully recognizing that
it's completely out of our control.
And it makes us feel powerless.
And bored and anxious. And at this point,
directionless.
Quite depressed.
Yeah. So we're trying to come up with things to distract ourselves.
Yesterday we made a cake. We
made an almond cake. I'm thinking about starting up some handyman work because it's something to do.
So yeah, spirits are low, morale is low. Ready to close the book on this chapter. Well, do you feel better?
Yeah, maybe like 5% better.
So we just need to swing for 45 more minutes.
Yeah.
Good morning. We have a showing this morning, so Calvin has decided to leaf blow the driveway. But actually it's more than the driveway. He's just leaf blowing the whole yard because it's like full on fall at this point. And there's leaves everywhere, and he thinks that having no leaves will sell our house better than having leaves on the ground. I have to admit, it does look better without the leaves. I just don't think that it's something that's gonna sell our house. But there's some good news. We may have an offer coming in today from people that we found on our own. And this morning, we have dropped the price significantly. We are now in a new search bracket, and we're hoping that that means that we will sell the house this week.
So, last week we got a message on Facebook because we listed our house for sale on Facebook Marketplace.
And they came to see the house right away, and then they followed up with a bunch of questions over the next few days. And this morning, they sent us an offer. Not a very good offer. It's below asking, and we've already dropped the asking price. It has a condition of the sale of their house, which isn't even listed yet.
But we're being cautiously optimistic.
We have an offer!
We have an offer, and we haven't had an offer in a long time.
Yeah, we've had a lot of showings in the last month.
Yeah.
It sucks. So we're really hoping that this will work out.
Yeah.
Are we really gonna sell our house on Marketplace of all places?
I mean, if it works, it works. This morning, we got a message from a realtor saying that we have another offer.
We got an offer today that is above asking. It closes on November 22nd, which is in like 2 months, but it is contingent on the sale of their home, which isn't even listed yet.
Yeah, so that's kind of a con in the list of pros and cons. But we did also learn they bought their house in 2004, so they've been there for 20 years, which means that theoretically they don't have very much or any mortgage payments left. That means that they may not actually need to sell their house immediately in order to have the cash up front to pay for our house, or at least the down payment for our house.
Well, don't we have some exciting news?
So after we got our offer last week on Friday, they didn't have anything in their contract saying that we couldn't continue showing our house. So all weekend long, we had showing after showing after showing. And then last night at the 11th hour, we got another offer on our house.
Full asking price with no house to sell on their end. And they want our house in less than 3 weeks, which is kind of crazy.
So we have the inspections for both the offer from Friday and the offer from yesterday coming up next week. And we will then know if we're moving in October or if we're moving in November.
The offer was canceled because they did not pass financing.
House isn't sold.
And we woke up to no water coming out of the taps. Just what we need.
We have finally sold our house.
Woo!